Coraline, be careful what you wish for. And with that, hello everyone and welcome to my first video on this channel. And it is a review to the stop-motion animated dark fantasy film Coraline, which is based on a novel by Neil Gaiman with the same name. And yes, this is the first review on this channel because a subscriber of me called Raul Alcantar, I hope I spoke out it right, if not I'm very sorry, but yeah, he suggested me to review Coraline first, and so I do now, and I just want to make a bit of publicity also for this YouTuber, because he makes amazing reviews. He doesn't speak in them, but he puts text into the videos instead of speaking something. And yeah, we see pictures in his videos, and he makes cool music to this. And yeah, he has quite short reviews, and he gives points to the film, so I like it. It is a special kind of review. It is something different, so I really like it, and he makes amazing videos, so subscribe him if you didn't already. Yes, and now to the review. Coraline is really an amazing movie. It is amazing. Really. First, I have seen it twice today. First in the German version and then in the English original version, because I wanted to, because I am German, so I also like the German version better. But still, I also like the English version, and it was interesting to see this movie also with the English voice cast, which was also pretty good, but of course not as good as the German version for me, because I am also more related to the German language in general. So, but I also think sometimes the voice in the English version weren't that good, or in German better, but that is not important. Just that I have seen it twice today. Really, on one day, twice, to see the film right after I saw it the first time. The first time today when I saw it in German. Right after that, I saw it in the English version. I knew the film already for a long time. I've seen it as a kid first with my sister, and yes, I always loved it, and so I have also bought this DVD many years ago, and I have always watched it often. I always loved it, and now after a long time I haven't seen it, I still love it the same. And oh my god, this movie is just amazing. Well, for all of you who don't know the plot, it is about Coraline Jones, who has after a move with her family in the Pink Palace. That is the house, how it is called, Pink Palace. And there everything is not so good. The neighbors are a bit crazy, if you want to say it, or they are just a bit odd. I would say odd is the right word. And then there is a bit annoying boy named Wybie. And yes, and their parents are just with their work. They do just something with their work. It seems that they don't really care for Coraline, and yeah, so she is very bored, and she is not satisfied with her real life. But then she discovers a parallel world, or an other world, where everything is much better, everything is perfect, the parents are perfect, the neighbors are perfect, everything is just so much fun, and everything is great. And yes, but one thing is different from the real world, that is a bit mysterious, because all the people in the other world have, instead of eyes, buttons. They have black buttons instead of their eyes. Yes, and it is not everything so perfect how it seems, because the other world contains a dark and sinister secret. Yes, and so the film is about this other world, and that Coraline has problems to deal with the real world and everything is boring, and she loves the other worlds till she discovers that the other world isn't as good as it seemed. Yeah, so that is the plot, so that I avoid spoilers at this point. And yes, now first what I think about the plot. I love the story. I really love the story. I even have bought the book, the original book on which the film is based. I have bought this novel after I've seen this film, because I love just the story, and I really also love the book because it has only circa 200 pages, so it is not so big, not so much stuff to read, and you read it quite fast. I am not that reader. When I read quite slow, but this I could also read quite fast. And yes, I just love the story. I love this fantasy of Neil Gaiman because it has this dark in it. It is something very special. It is not that typical fantasy. There's just magic. There are dragons. There are trolls. They are not this typical that you also see in the Lord of the Rings, or you know what I mean. This typical fantasy. He has a very, very different and unique style of fantasy, because as I said, it is a stop motion animated dark fantasy film. It is just this darkness in this fantasy, and it has something very original and unique. Not something where you say, oh, we haven't have this kind of fantasy we had already. No, I think not. I think this is very unique. And yes, I just love also this darkness in the fantasy. He makes it so good. This film is so good with this story, and it also adds a new character. YB isn't actually a part of the book, but they included him in this film because so Coraline has someone to speak when she's alone, and so that she has just someone. And I also think he fits very good. I like all the characters, but back to the story. I just love it. This story is just so amazing. It has this great message. This is something like Coraline grows up with the experiences. She just thinks everything is perfect, and she is not satisfied with her real life. But then she discovers that this perfect world isn't so perfect, and is much worse than her real world. And so, as you might guess, the message is also that nothing is perfect. You can't have perfect parents. You can't have a perfect life. There's always in life many bad things and many things that are not perfect. And yes, but there is no perfection in life. Not really. Not the whole life of human can be perfect. I think this is kind of the message of the film. But that you are also that you can deal with it. That you can realize, yeah, the world isn't perfect, but with all the problems and mistakes life has, you can esteem highly the good things of life, so you can enjoy the good things of life more. You can, if everything is perfect and everything is good, then someday you are used to it, and then where is the fun of everything? Then everything of course everything is perfect and good. But just that we have also all the problems in the world and all the bad things, just that make good things really good, and that we really are happy for this when something good happens. Like in the end, when also, okay, this is then now spoilers. Okay, now I maybe come to the spoilers, but so that the ones who haven't seen the film, go see it. It is a very unique, dark fantasy film with very cool ideas. The characters are great, funny something, and also a bit dark, and yeah, and the designs are amazing. There's much work into the film, and so yeah, go see it. And at this point, you should watch the video when you have seen it, because now I think I include spoilers because I just want to speak more in detail about the film, and then just that you have been warned, I will also then give spoilers. So now, for all the ones who have seen the film, at the end when Coraline gets the gloves from her real mother, that is just the thing. She's happy about it because it is not used for her. The mother first said no, I will not buy it and everything, and you just get these gray clothes and everything, and yes, and she's not happy. But then when she makes her this present, then you really enjoy it. If she would, you know that it's just this thing. Her parents are really not perfect. They are often not with their daughter so much, but they also are. In the end, we also see they are still not perfect. Also, after this experience, they have still their mistakes and everything, but Coraline can deal with it because she has made all this experience in the other world, this bad mother and everything, and that wants to eat her. So yeah, it is just the thing that it is just amazing. It is this. So I just think this film wants to show this. In the other world everything is perfect, and in the real world everything seems to be the opposite. But not everything is the opposite, because also there are some good things, and that she realizes after she knows that nothing is perfect. You can't have a perfect mother like that. In the end, she wants to eat you, so that can't be real. And that is just what the film wants to say, and what Coraline goes through. She just goes through something that she realizes perfection can be real. It can't be that you have this perfect, this everything perfect. So it is so it just can't be real. So that she also understands in real life, also there her parents have still their bad sides, but still there are some good sides. And yes, that is just something that she learns. And I like that. That is just the thing, that nobody is perfect, and that there have to be bad things, and that your parents aren't perfect or something, but that they still have good sides. And with this, not everything is perfect, you just more enjoy the good sides of life, or good things that happen. Okay, I have now repeated myself much, but just because maybe I'm German, so I don't speak English so well, so that maybe you understood me the one time not, so that I repeated it now in a different way, so maybe now you understand what I mean. I'm sorry for that, but okay, now I'm through with the message. I think just this is very brilliant and just good for everyone to know. Just this is just very, very good and very clever. And so now to the animation. It is stop motion animated, and it is just everything made with puppets. Nothing is made with the computer, and that is so amazing. They have just this film is all just made with puppets. It is puppet animation in some way. They made Coraline, all the characters are puppets, and also the background, all the houses and everything, all is built by them themselves. It is just, and they just move all the puppets a little bit so that in the end you have the feeling that they really move. And that's how they made the film. That is so much work in it. It is just incredible. And there are just a few films that are really made this way, because it is much more today computer animation. Yes, that is the thing today. But this is really work. This is really work in the animation, you have to say. This is really okay. I still think the best, the real animation is from the drawn cartoon films, where they really draw the characters. But still, if you compare computer animation with this puppet animation, I would call it, then the puppet animation is way better, and way just much more with this work. I love it. Just that is all these details, and they all made it just with puppets, nothing with computer animation. That is so incredible. How did they make it? That is so amazing. So the animation is top, really. And yes, the characters, wow, I love the characters. Mrs. Pink and Forcible, the neighbors, are just so funny characters. Also in their design, they are already quite funny, that they are fat, and then this voices and this, they are just like the old ladies that can't stop discussing everything, and it is just hilarious when they say something like it is good against evil or bad things. No, it is good. No, it is good for lost things. For evil, lost things. Evil, lost things. Okay, I think maybe I quote not right. Maybe she said not evil, but well, maybe you know the scene I mean, when they are just talking about this thing can help Coraline. This thing, I just cannot explain it what it is, but with the hole in it, and yeah, what helps her in the end with the game. And then when they are all discussing for what it is good, oh my god, this is so hilarious. I love this scene. They are just hilarious. Bobinski, I think, is quite interesting. He is also just, again, so different. All these characters are very different, have really their own personalities. And yes, he's also cool. I like his design. He's funny. He's also a bit odd. I love it that all the characters, their neighbors, that they are a kind of odd. I love that. I want more of those characters, not these normal, boring characters, but really odd. I would not even say crazy. I would just say odd, but in a good way. Odd in a good way. Like, I am also odd in some situations, or yeah, I don't know how to explain it more, but yeah, I like those characters. They are much more interesting. And yeah, and then we have Wybie. I think he's good. I like him. Nothing special about him, but still, I just like it that he's there. Or I also like the scene when Coraline thinks that her parents are at the door, and then there's Wybie, and she says, "Oh, Wybie that talks," and he's just like, "What?" I like that. It is great. Just this. I also like some scenes with Wybie, and I like it that at the end he also rescues her and says that he now believes, and that is true what she said. And yeah, and then we have the cat. I think I also like this character. It is also a bit this mysterious character, this kind of odd character, but I just like it. And what I realize is that when he's in the real world, he can't speak, but when he's in the other world, he can speak. So I just think that is it. In the real world he can speak, but in this other world he can't speak. Maybe just Coraline thinks so she has someone to speak, but well, I think this... I just wanted to mention that. What you have for conclusions about it, you can write it in the commentaries. And yes, but yeah, I like also this cat, and I like the parents of Coraline. I think this design of this father is just so cool, and oh my god, I like his big eyes, and that I like the real parents also, the mother. I just like them. I can't really say why, just that they are just characters I like. Okay, at the beginning, of course, there's something like, oh, they are not so sympathetic, they just want their work and don't care for Coraline. But still, in some way, I like them, especially in the end when when the mother also gives her the gloves. And yes, this, I still like her parents. There's still something like natural. Of course, they have just their moments where they can't care for the child, and of course, this is normal. We cannot expect that all the parents have frequently time for their children. That just can't be so. They are just like, it is normal. And yes, and well, and I also like the other parent, also, so I like the other mother. I freaking love this villain. This is so great. I love it. Just these when she's so even. Then I love her design at the end when she's something like a spider. Oh, this looks awesome. Awesome ugly. Okay, it looks kind of ugly, but I think it looks not disgusting. It looks not disgusting, it looks oddly, it looks, sorry, it looks ugly, but in a cool way, in a way where I think, yeah, I want to see this character. I like it, just that fits so good to the villain. I like it. At the beginning, she's just, yeah, she looks normal, she looks good, except for the buttons in her eyes, but yeah, and then she gets thinner and taller, and then she looks quite frightening, and so. But then, yeah, really in the end, it is just the more when she just realizes that Coraline will not just let this her make with the buttons, and that she can eat her, that this is not so easy. She really gets angry, and this is shown with her design, that she gets thinner and more ugly. It fits so perfect, and in the end she's just something like a skeleton, or well, she has this metallic hands, but this is just awesome. I love it how then she looks so ugly, but in this delicious way, I want to say. Really, I love it. Just I love also in the final scene, in some way, not with the hand, but when everything is green. I love just this lightning, this green thing. Everything is so green, this evil, and then with that she's like a spider. I love that. I love really that part. It's just so suspenseful and so great. It has this action, this suspense. The movie is also funny, and it has just everything. It is also what I really love, this atmosphere. It is something like, it has this mysterious atmosphere with the other world. I love it so much. I love the opening very much. I just love this music. That what brings me to the score of the film. Bruno Coulet, or how you speak him out. This is the only soundtrack I know from him. But of course I will also make a review to the Coraline soundtrack, of course. I'll make a review to the soundtrack of Coraline, but I don't know if it will be the second video on this channel, or maybe the 10th. I will see when I make the soundtrack review for Coraline. So now I just say a bit of it, just that I love this opening sequence, and everything is so mysterious, and then this music. I always have to sing I sing the song without knowing if I say the right words, but I just don't care. I just love this song so much. It is kind of a song that is called Dreaming on the soundtrack. I love this music, really. And also the other music. This is the most unique music I've ever heard. Really, I've ever heard, and I love this. I love this, just mysterious. I love it that this film is a bit different from others. It is really something that stands out from every other film I've ever seen. It is just so great. So great in every way. I love it. It is amazing. It is really amazing. In every way, I love this. This is mysterious. It is a bit odd, and I love this. Just that makes it so much more interesting. Then the designs are incredible. With this puppet animation, it's just so much work on it and so unique and everything. I love the design of the other mother at the end, and everything is so clever made. And well, there are also little things to recognize. For example, when Coraline returns to the other world to rescue her parents, then we see this picture with a boy, what in the real world is a bit boring, where the ice cream is on the ground, but in the other world it was happy. But then the where the picture is in is a spider. It is spider shaped where the picture is in, after the other mother has become so angry and ugly. I think that also fits, because of course the other mother at the end is like a spider. So oh my god, this is so clever, and just realize it now. And yeah, there are so great scenes, and I think it is also quite interesting that I don't feel at any scene really disgust, or that I don't think anything of it is really disgusting. The other mother even eats cocoa beetles, or cacao beetles, or how you spell it right, but I hope you know it. That is in some way disgusting, but I don't care. I can just look at it, yeah, and that's it. Also, if these are just so big insects, but I don't care. And the difference is, for example, the Disney Pixar film The Good Dinosaur includes a large bug, which I think is really disgusting, and I have to not watch this, but there it is made realistic, the insects. Here it is just, because it is made just not so realistic, but more surreal, or more a bit odd, a bit different. I think it is not so disgusting, and that I love also, it is this creepiness, it has this frightening atmosphere, but I still don't have any scene where I say, okay, this is now too much, I have to look back. No, I love this film completely. In every way, I love this film. It's one of my favorite films. This is one of my favorite films of all time, and that I've seen it today twice just proves it. And I think also the scene with the ghost is very impressive. I mean, how did they make these ghosts? It's just so incredible. All these things, they made it without a computer. Imagine that. I'm just so... Yeah, so now I try to come to an end. I know this review is much too long and nobody will watch this, but maybe some of my subscribers will watch it, or at least I hope you, Raul Alcantar, you wanted this video. I hope it is not too long for you, and just I can just thanks to everyone who has watched this video till this. It is really amazing if someone spent the time to hear my review on this so long, but well, I just speak spontaneous because otherwise it is not fun to me. So I'm sorry, but well, now I come to an end. I just had to say so much things, because it is such an amazing film, and you can speak. I could speak probably even 10 minutes more about it. It is just so amazing. This movie. It is incredible, awesome. I really love it. Yeah, and that's it. Coraline is just kind of odd. It is mysterious. It has great characters. It has also humor. It has a lot of suspense. It has good action scenes. It has incredible designs, and it has also very great music that is so unique and so special and so amazing. I love this film in every way. And shout out to all the guys who say that this film is just too frightening for kids, and it is just so gruesome and everything. I just read all these commentaries, but I just think, no, what, no, it is just... But of course, I accept every other opinion with the shut up that was I just overdid it, so tell me what you think about the movie. Don't be afraid to have another opinion, so please tell me what you think about the movie. If you don't like it, tell me it, but then of course why you don't like it. And yeah, so I'm sorry that I said that, but just I personally just think that this movie is too gruesome or too frightening. I think it is not too frightening. I also think kids should watch this so that they really learn something about it, because it is so frightening. They will really learn something about it, that there can't be something perfect, and that they just should enjoy what the real life is and accept that there are always bad sides, but that without the bad things you would not recognize and enjoy the good things. So yeah, that is what the film teaches everyone, and I think also kids can see that, and I think it is not too ugly, too disgusting or everything. I simply love this film in every way. Yes, so that was my review on Coraline. So many thanks for watching, that you watched till now when you have. And so yeah, tell me in the commentaries, what do you think about Coraline? Do you like it? Do you don't like it? But please always say why you like it or why you didn't like it. And so also for my review, what do you think about this review? Did you like it or did you not like it? Tell me everything about this. I would just love to hear your opinion on the film and yeah, on this video and on this review. So thanks for watching. Write something in the commentaries if you like this video, like it, or if you disliked it, dislike it, but then also say why you liked it or why you disliked it. And yeah, then I just say yeah, goodbye till the next video. I'll see you guys in the next video. So thanks for watching and goodbye.